Mic check, mic check. Yo, what's going on, guys? Saturday, March 26th. Back at it. This is actually our first edition of the NBA Day Cap. The reason being, yesterday didn't have much time to cap the game, just got home. But if you guys want a deeper dive, of more of a full breakdown, check out yesterday's video, or should I say last night's video. And really nothing has changed as far as my opinion goes. So we'll do a quick rapid fire on today's slate and give out the officials. Just gonna briefly touch up on my reasoning on my picks. Again, if you want the full breakdown, check out last night's video. And let's go ahead and get started, guys. Today, I think the first game up, we have San Antonio Spurs going into New Orleans. The Pels are laying 6.5 at home. And I made this official this morning. I took the Pels minus 6.5. If you beat the line, congratulations, because I think this line opened at 3.5. So if you got that 3.5 or maybe 5.5, good work, because I think this is a Pels spot. And I believe the reason for the line movement is Brandon Ingram is questionable. Do I think he's going to play? I have no idea. I'm not sure if he was questionable last game. But now that I'm looking at it, as of now, the line did drop to -6. And I thought maybe I'd give out the tickets and handle for this game. So 65% of the tickets are on the Spurs. But 68% of the money is on New Orleans, so a bit of a discrepancy there. Looks like the big bettors, sharp money, or however you may say, are on the I don't know if you guys could actually see that. Probably not. They're on the Pels today. See that sharp money, but majority of the tickets are on the Spurs. I like the Pels here, guys. I think they're on a roll. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I'm fading the Spurs any chance I could get. I'm trying to sell these guys. Coming off a huge win against Portland is probably a really good spot to fade them the next game. So they just blew these guys out by 37. So I like the Pels here. Spurs are 0-3 ATS following a margin of victory of 20 or more in their last 3 games. So they're trending down, guys. And if Brandon Ingram plays, that'd be great. If he's out, I still like the Pels. So if you personally think he's not gonna play, then just wait and get the better line. I'm just not sure, guys, but I like the Pels here. I made it an official play at this minus 6.5 for 1.5 units. Not too much to add to that, but the Pels are on the roll, guys. They are on the roll. They're playing great. All right, we got Sacramento Kings going into Orlando. Orlando's laying minus 2.5 at home. We broke this game down yesterday, and I believe the line was at +3 for Kings. So if you got that, nice. But I think the Kings could win this straight up. Magic, they're 13-23 ATS at home. As far as injury goes, I believe Fox and Sabonis are still out. Wendell Carter Jr. should be playing. And yeah, I'm pretty high on this Kings team because I'm high on Davion Mitchell. He's a beast. I actually took his over props today at over 19.5 points. They got a young nucleus. They got Metu. They got a veteran in Barnes. I like the Sacramento team a lot. DiVincenzo's been pretty good, and Orlando's a team that I'm not putting my money on as a favorite. This is a bet on Sacramento and a kind of a fade on Orlando here. So I made that official +2.5, 1.5 units, just to break down where the money and the tickets are at for this game. We have 35% of the tickets are on the Kings, but only 5% of the money. So Magic is holding 90% of the cash for this game. That's fucking insane, guys. I mean, I don't know I really don't know why. Like, it's kind of similar to the Pistons yesterday. You got a bad team taking on a ton of the money. I believe the Pistons were taking 90% of the handle yesterday, 90% of the money. And just like I said yesterday, it doesn't when a bad team is getting all the money, all the action, it's a red flag for me as far as if you're backing that team. So I like this spot with the Kings. Maybe not many people are high on the Kings because they see on the surface that Sabonis and Fox are out and they want no business with the Kings. I like them in the spot, guys. I like them. They just came off they broke their 3-game losing streak, came off a big win against Indiana. They should carry the momentum through against this very poor Orlando team. I like the Kings here. And that's official. I'm gonna quickly check on the chat. See who's all up in here. What's up? It's Dot. Sack plus 2.5. Yes, sir. That's what I'm liking too. What's up, Life of Ty, my guy? Go check out Life of Ty, fellow YouTuber as well. That's actually my brother. So thanks for tuning in, guys. So next game, we're gonna quickly breeze through these. We got the Pacers, Indiana Pacers, going into Toronto, and I had a lot to say about this game last night. Toronto, initially, I was actually wanting to bet Toronto here. Being at home, they should carry the momentum after the huge win against Cleveland, but I took a little deeper look at this, and I think this should be a flat spot for the Raps as they came off their biggest win of the season against Cleveland. And I've been getting these spots right as far as when to fade the Raps, although there are not many spots to fade them. I knew that was a bad spot. I didn't take the Lakers at this time, but I knew that it was a fade Toronto spot against the Lakers team. We got that right, and I believe this should be another flat spot. If we take a look at Indiana, Pacers are 4-1 straight up following a 20-point blowout loss in their last 5 games. So, or actually, I think in general. So they're 4-1 straight up. So we're asking them to cover within the 11.5. I think they could do this. If we look at Toronto's recent body of work, they haven't really been blowing out teams, although they did get OG back, which is really good. He's huge for the team. Gary Trent is questionable, but I don't know. These guys have been winning double digits. Or previous wins, they won by 13 against Cleveland, which if you watch that game, they were shooting the lights out. You would think maybe they would win by a larger margin. But I feel like for here, to really blow out Indiana, I think they got to play a near perfect game. I know Indiana is known to get blown out, but that's if they're shooting poorly. I mentioned once again, they're a pretty volatile team. High variance. They like to shoot a lot of threes, but coming off a blowout against Memphis, I think they're motivated here to at least keep it within the number. So I went ahead and took the Pacers at plus 11.5. Probably not a popular pick here, but I'm going contrarian in this spot. And let's move on. We got 3 officials so far. The first 3 games we broke down, we got 3 officials. That Pacers play is going to be 1 unit. And real quickly, let's take a look at the handle. For this game, we have 98% of the money on the Raptors. 72% of the tickets are on the Raptors. So that's probably the biggest disparity on this slate is this game. Only 2% of the money. So I'm on the island here, and I'm okay with it. Let's move on. We got Milwaukee going into Memphis. Memphis is laying 1.5 small favorites at home, and I was leaning Memphis yesterday. I took a little deeper look at this game, and I made this official. I took the Grizzlies minus 1.5 for 1.5 units. This is a revenge game for the Grizz, and they've been playing lights out, man. You cannot bet against this team. And Milwaukee, they choose when they want to play hard, and it looks like in the last 10 15 games they decided to turn it on. They're 8-2 the last 10 ATS, 4-1 the last 5. But let's look at their recent competition. They beat Wizards. They beat Chicago, who's terrible on the road. They lost to Minnesota, beat Kings like they're supposed to, beat Utah. So these guys haven't really played high level competition outside of Minnesota, who they lost to. I know Giannis and Middleton were out in a couple of those games, and I'm not sure what their status is in this game. And Morant is also questionable. Morant out or not, I do like Memphis here. They've beaten the likes of Indiana, Brooklyn, Houston. Not a crazy level of competition as well, but you know that statement game against Brooklyn really said a lot about this team. And I know a lot of people backed the Pacers the following game, putting Memphis in a flat spot, but they proved everyone wrong once again. I like Memphis here. The price is pretty cheap in my opinion, and I think they have extra motivation to play against these plus 500 teams. So I like Memphis here at -1.5. I took it for 1.5 units. What's up, James? Memphis is the play, yes sir. What if Giannis is in, Middleton is in, Drew is out, Giannis questionable? Is Drew out? Is that confirmed? I think if Drew's out, that's huge. Let's see. The line did move. Memphis -2. As far as the injury goes, I have no update. Chris Middleton is now probable. Giannis is still questionable. Brandon Clark was out the previous game, so I don't know the status of them. And you're right, I think Drew is out. Yeah, so I really like Memphis here. But I get it. I get all the Bucks love, man. They've been playing very well. As far as the handle goes, where the tickets are and where the money is, this one is actually a lot of money is on Memphis, which is not surprising, guys. One second. It's not surprising to me because they've been on the roll. Memphis is holding 67% of the betting tickets, and they hold 92% of the buddies. So not only the public is on Memphis, but also the big bettors and the cash is also on Memphis. Bit concerning, but you know what? I think this Memphis team, they should be able to handle business here. I like them in the revenge spot against the Bucks. All right, let's move on, guys. I'm going to speed this thing up a little bit because I want to really make this a quick video. If you guys want more details on the breakdowns, watch last night's video because I kind of went super long in that one. So today I just want to give out my officials and just a quick high-level overview on why. Very next game, we got Chicago going to Cleveland. Cleveland is laying 2 at home, and I have this one official too. I have a lot of plays today. Holy shit. I got Cleveland -2. That's official for 1.5 units. I just like Cleveland in the spot. I'm high on them. Chicago is just, to me, it's really close to auto fade on the road. They've looked all out of sorts. Levine had a monster game last game, and they still lose by 17 to the Pelicans, guys. Cleveland, I watched them play Toronto last game. These guys, they look good, man. I really like Cleveland, and I had them last game. Toronto just shot the lights out, guys. They just shot the lights out. And we look at a couple other games they played recently. They lose to the Lakers. I believe that was an anomaly, guys. You know, every time LeBron goes to Cleveland, he goes off. But then we look at prior to that, they've beaten Detroit, Denver, which is a notable win. They lose a close one to Philly, beat the Clippers, and then they actually lose to Chicago. But this was this month, but it was on the road at Chicago. So we're going like a quick turnaround revenge. I like Cleveland here to get revenge at home against a really poor Chicago team who can't get a win at home on the road. They're 14-22 ATS. They are 1-4 last 5 and 2-8 their last 10. I like the Cleveland here. Would I be shocked? Maybe Chicago does decide to fucking turn it on against Cleveland, but I wouldn't be shocked. But I like Cleveland here. They're both off L2, so I would imagine both teams will be motivated. DeRozan should be playing after resting last game. Chicago needs them, but I just like Cleveland here. I think they're playing well. As far as prop goes, I did take Laurie Marketing over points. Um, I don't like buying into these narratives, but he's going back against his old team, so I could see him going off. He had a really good game last game, and I could see him carrying the momentum into this one. As far as the tickets and money goes, the Bulls are holding 39% of the tickets, but they have 67% of the money. So the money is on the Bulls. Big bettors are on the Bulls. That's about a 28% discrepancy. But it seems more tickets are on Cleveland. I see that sharp money is on Cleveland, but the big money is on the Bulls. So take that as you may. I still like Cleveland here. And I have this for 1.5 units, official play, -2. And I believe that's all my officials today, guys. I have 5 officials, and the rest of these games are going to be passes for me, but I could quickly explain my reasoning here. Everybody and their grandma is on the Nets today, guys. I'm telling you, this game, just be careful. If you're going to load up on this one, I would just suggest not to go too crazy. Brooklyn is now at -4.5. I'm pretty sure there was some injury news since last night. But this opening line for the Nets was +2.5, and this has been like a 6.5 point swing, which is insane. I don't see any love for Miami tonight. As far as injury goes, ton of questionables on the Heat. Jimmy Butler, Oladipo, Martin, PJ Tucker, Hero, Gabe Vincent, I believe, continues to be out. Brooklyn, on the other hand, they're healthy. They're all healthy. Drummond's back. Curry's back. There's logically, it makes sense to back Brooklyn here for the right reasons. These guys are coming off a big loss against Memphis, so they're motivated. They're on the road, which means they'll have Kyrie. Miami, on the other hand, two really bad losses from Golden State, New York. They look all out of sorts. I had them as a max play last game to get right. They they couldn't do it, and I broke this game down yesterday. And for me, it's like I can't back Miami until Hero's back in that lineup. Their offense gets too stagnant, and that's when they let teams come back. They're losing about 30. They're like, Hero could put up 30 points off the bench. When they lose that, where are they going to get the points from? Their offense becomes stagnant. It's not fluid. Kyle Lowry will dribble down the court and just chuck a 3. Like, I don't know what's going on. There's no way I'm backing Miami here, but I'm definitely not going to bet the Nets here after this 6-point swing. And let's see where the money is right now. The money, 97% of the money is on the Nets, and they're also holding 79% of the tickets. That has to be the largest one today. I think I mentioned one earlier that was 90%, but I think the Nets, which was my prediction, was going to be the one that holds the most money. So the Magic holds 95% of money. So that one was high as well, but nowhere nearly as many people betting that game as this Nets game. So be careful, guys. Again, these weekend games, sometimes funky shit happens. This is the days where Vegas tends to clean up on some Bob shit. And just be careful, because I'm not suggesting that to go contrarian and go Miami here, but when they lose to New York, it could also be possibly an indication they were looking ahead to play Brooklyn. So I don't know. Me personally, they don't pass the eye test. They look discombobulated, guys. I can't back Miami here. Another thing to mention is there has been some conspiracies that Miami's tanking these last games because they don't want to play Brooklyn. If Brooklyn's the 8th seed, they would have to, if they're in the first, they would have to play Brooklyn in the first round. There's been some conspiracies floating around about that, but I don't buy that, man. These guys are professionals, bro. So This is a clear stay off for me, but good luck to those back in Brooklyn. I mentioned in my Discord last night that if you guys like Brooklyn, just take Kyrie or Durant over points. It's really that simple, because with them going over points correlates with the Brooklyn win. So if they go over points, Brooklyn's most likely. I mean, for Brooklyn to win, you would need one of these two guys to go over their point prop, right? You can't say the same if they go over their point props. It's less likely that Brooklyn would also lose, right? Those two don't correlate. Them going over points and Brooklyn losing doesn't correlate. So when you bet they're over points, they could still lose the game, but you still have a chance to hit their over points. So if you like Brooklyn as a side, there's other ways to get a piece of Brooklyn outside of taking them at the spread. So that's all I gotta say about this game, guys. OKC at Denver, I got a clear pass on this. I was looking at Denver because I'm trying to fade OKC, but OKC has been covered these last 5 games, 5-0 ATS. Team's been letting them backdoor, guys. And would I be shocked if they backdoor against Denver here? Denver laying 15 at home? No, I wouldn't. So this is a pass for me. And then we go Houston, Portland. Not much to say about this either, but if I had to force a pick here, it would be Portland. It's a strong bet on spot for a team. They're playing each other back to back. It's a strong plus EV play to back the team that lost, that just lost. So it would be Portland or nothing here, but there's no way I'm putting any money on Portland ever this season, guys. So there's that, guys. Let's see if anyone has a chat. Ja's out for at least two weeks. I'm gonna pass on Cavs Bulls. Yeah, I get it. So my final picks, guys. I have the Pels -6.5. I'm giving that as an official play, 1.5 units. I got not Magic. What? I got the Kings 1.5 units at the +2.5. Made that official. I have Pacers for 1 unit +11.5. I got the Grizz -1.5 units, and I got the Cavs -2 for 1.5 units. So the first 5 games we broke down, I got action on all those games. Good luck, guys. No max play today. I have to really, with these max plays, I really want to make sure, it's like I'm super confident it's gonna win like 9 out of 10 times. And today I couldn't really find one that I felt that way about. The closest thing that would get to the max play was probably the Pels, but I think it was just too big of a number for me, or it was the Grizz. I think this is a really good price on the Grizz, but it's not good business to put a max play on a team against a team who's been playing very well. So that's all I got today, guys. Good luck, bet responsibly. I will be back hopefully tonight, to do another NBA nightcap show to break